The COVID-19 vaccination of minors with comorbidities kicks off today. Cinema operators are rolling up their sleeves for the much-awaited reopening of movie theaters. 3 presidential aspirants have unveiled their senatorial slates for the 2022 elections. In sports, the San Miguel Beermen have kept its PBA title bid alive after beating the TNT Tropang Giga in Game 6. And the world's tallest woman is hoping to raise awareness about rare diseases. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Sean Yao. Mall operators in Metro Manila are expecting an influx of visitors as cinemas and arcades return to business. JC Cosico with that story.
What if sound could be extraordinary again?
Engines are up and burning.
After more than 1.5 years, cinemas will once again reopen to the public beginning October 16. The resumption of cinema operations comes with various protocols, like a 30% seating capacity. Only fully vaccinated individuals are allowed inside movie theaters. This cinema in Pasig originally has a 116-person capacity, but will now only accommodate 35 people per screening. Couples will also have to adjust as markers have been installed in seats to ensure physical distancing. Disinfection procedures will be done every after screening.
They are separated 2 seats apart, no? So talagang they have to comply with the guidelines.
In another cinema, safety markers were placed on the floor to ensure one-way traffic. Eating and drinking will be prohibited inside movie theaters. With this, some employees like cinema projectionist Julius Caday will also be returning to work.
Good news talaga. Sana tuloy-tuloy na to.
Bakit, sir?
Kasi nga kailangan makaahon din eh.
This development also excites Emily Chavez, a senior citizen who believes that cinemas offer a different viewing experience, while others are still wary of their safety.
Kasi iba siyempre yung malaki ang pinapanooran. Saka minsan, banding nga.
Hindi po. Kasi takot pa rin sa virus. Meron naman po ngayon Netflix na pwede tayong manood.
The Health Department has assured the public that the reopening of movie theaters was carefully thought of. Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergere said moviegoers should still adhere to minimum health protocols.
Nakita po natin din yung trends of cases at saka yung mga iba pang mga aspeto na ating pinag-aaralan bago tayo magkaroon ng ganitong desisyon sa IATF. Hindi po nagre-rekomenda ang IATF ng isang bagay o isang industriya na bubuksan if we think na wala tayong safeguards para po sa pagbubukas na ito.
The Cinema Exhibitor Association of the Philippines is elated about this development. The industry is among those badly hit by the pandemic, losing billions of pesos and rendering thousands of workers jobless. Some cinemas, however, will determine first their movie lineups and ticket prices before reopening.
Nag-vary kasi yung prices natin depende dun sa kung blockbuster yung movie.
Besides cinemas, arcades will also be open under Alert Level 3. With these eased restrictions, mall operators are expecting an influx of mall goers this weekend. For News 5, JC Cosico, We Are One News.
The Health Department reported over 7,600 new COVID-19 infections on Friday. This has brought our total caseload to 2,705,000, nearly 79,000 of which are still active. 203 more COVID-related deaths were confirmed, bringing the death toll to 40,400. 109 cases previously tagged as recovered have been reclassified as deaths. Meanwhile, total recoveries are now at 2,586,000, with over 13,300 new survivors logged in the last 24 hours. And out of the 49,600 COVID-19 tests conducted for today's bulletin, 14.9% turned positive. The health department has assured parents that COVID-19 vaccines are safe for minors as the inoculation for the younger population begins. Jenny Dongon with the report.
The COVID-19 vaccination of the younger age group has finally kicked off. Minors aged 12 to 17 with comorbidities are prioritized in the pilot rollout. Eligible comorbidities include medical complexity, genetic and neurologic conditions, cardiovascular disease and obesity. Minors with HIV infection, tuberculosis, chronic respiratory disease, renal disorders, and hepatobiliary are also first in line. Each of the 8 hospitals that have started the pediatric inoculation received over 1,100 Pfizer doses. In Pasig City General Hospital, we met Mary Ann, who did not take any chances and lined up early to get her 2 sons vaccinated against COVID-19.
Nagkaroon din po kasi kami sa family ng mga COVID na cases. So nakita po namin yung effect na hindi po sila nagkakaroon ng severe cases sa critical nung nagkaroon po ng ng vaccination. So kahit po sila nung lumabas po na may dumating po na vaccine para sa mga bata, excited naman po sila magpa-vaccine.
The 2 kids are also happy about finally getting the shots.
Para hindi kami masyadong affected pag tinamaan. Para magkaroon na rin po ng socialization, tapos makasama na rin po yung mga other classmates ganun, and teachers po.
Children up for vaccination are required to present consent forms from their pediatricians. They are also asked to undergo registration, screening, and counseling.
Kasi bata to So we really have to explain more thoroughly sa mga pasyente, sa mga parents lalo na, para just to emphasize safe naman at saka effective tong vaccine. And they will also know what to expect, syempre, di ba?
No adverse effects were reported among the first 90 minors who got vaccinated in PCGH. However, the concerned doctors and citizens of the Philippines believes that it is not yet the right time to vaccinate minors. They want local experts to study the matter and not just rely on research that were done abroad.
Kung hingi ko sa DOH, pakita niyo sa amin yung data na napakaraming batang namamatay. Hindi yung gagaya-gaya tayo tapos wala naman palang data.
But the health department has time and again assured parents that COVID-19 vaccines are safe for children.
If you look at the experience across the globe, yes, there would be these specific types of adverse reactions. But if you look at the numbers, it's very, very rare. Kaya po ngayon, uumpisahan natin, dun muna tayo sa mga ospital para mas organized. Nandun po yung mga espesyalista natin. Mga doktor din po yan ng ating mga batang may sakit.
As of this afternoon, the National Vaccine Operations Center said that a total of 1,031 children in different hospitals have received their COVID-19 shots. The DOH aims to vaccinate over 144,000 children with comorbidities in NCR alone. For News 5, Jenny Dongon, We Are One News.
We'll be back with more stories after this quick break. Keep it here on One News. are still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. 3 presidential candidates have unveiled their senatorial slates for the upcoming elections. The lineup of Vice President Leni Robredo includes former Vice President Jojo Binay, re-electionists Richard Gordon, Senators Mig Zubiri, Joel Villanueva, Risa Ontiveros, and Laila De Lima, as well as Sorsogon Governor Cheese Escudero, former Senator Antonio Trillanes, former Ifugao Representative Teddy Bagilat, lawyer Chel Diokno, and author Alex Lacson. Only 3 of these candidates are from the Liberal Party. Senator Manny Pacquiao, meanwhile, shortlisted 10 names. These are broadcaster Rafi Tulfo, Mig Zubiri, Cheese Escudero, Jojo Binay, Joel Villanueva, and Dick Gordon. Added to the list are former Senator Lauren Legarda, Labor leader Elmer Labog, human rights fighter Nery Colmenares, and former Governor Lutz Barbo. And 14 senatoriables are part of Senator Ping Lacson's ticket. These are Escudero, Zubiri, Villanueva, Binay, and Gordon, who are all also included in Robredo's and Pacquiao's lists. Add to that, Legarda, former DICT Secretary Gringo Honasan, former Senator J.V. Ejercito, then Quezon City Mayor Herbert Bautista, and Senator Win Gatchalian. Also on the list are former Agriculture Secretary Manny Piñol, Health Department Advisor Minguita Padilla, former Makati Representative Monsur Del Rosario, and PWD Advocate Paulo Capino. The San Miguel Beermen kept their PBA Philippine Cup bid alive after a 103-90 win over the TNT Tropang Giga in the semis. 5 Beermen scored double digits, led by 24 points from Mo Tautua to force a Game 7. Marshall Lassiter and Terrence Romeo chipped in 19 and 16 points respectively. TNT trimmed a once 26-point lead to 10 with a little under 3 minutes left in the ballgame, but SMB's hot offense was too much to handle for the Tropang Giga. And in lighter news, the Guinness World Records has just named the tallest woman on the planet. This is 24-year-old Rumisa Galgi, whose height is at 2 meters and 15 centimeters, or 7 feet and almost an inch. In fact, this is her second record after being confirmed as the world's tallest teenager in 2014 when she was just 18. She was born with Weaver syndrome, a rare genetic disease that causes rapid growth, among other abnormalities. Galgi wants to use her Guinness record to not only celebrate differences, but to also raise awareness about genetic disorders. Let's take a quick look at today's other top stories. Metro Manila is set to downgrade to Alert Level 3 starting tomorrow until the end of October. What this means is that more establishments will now be allowed to operate at a slightly higher capacity. Authorities said that policemen will be deployed to ensure that businesses follow health protocols. The IATF has updated the list of so-called green countries, or those at low risk for COVID-19. 49 countries are included in the new list. Starting tomorrow, fully vaccinated travelers from green countries will no longer be required to undergo quarantine upon arrival. However, they will have to present a negative RT-PCR test result taken at least 3 days before departure. And former U.S. President Bill Clinton is now recovering after 2 days of treatment for an infection, according to his doctors. Clinton was admitted to a hospital in California early this week and was diagnosed with an infection of the bloodstream. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.